Bugün 22 Mart 2024 Cuma günü saat 17 civarı Bükreş'te Ulusal Köy Müzesi'ndeyiz. Bugün burada 5 ülke Büyükelçiliği tarafından düzenlenen NEVRUZ Bayramı etkinlikleri devam edecek. Hindistan, İran, Türkmenistan, Kazakistan ve Türkiye Büyükelçileri burada. Biraz sonra etkinlik başlayacak. Şimdi salonu dolaşmaya devam ediyoruz. Katılımcıları yer yer ulusal kıyafetleriyle görüyoruz. Evet efendim, biraz sonra tören başladığında yeniden birlikte olacağız. Evet. Kutlamayı da görüyoruz. Romanya'da üretilen bir Türk firmasının ürettiği İran Büyükelçiliği tarafından hazırlanmış bir stand. Burası bizim Türkmenistan Büyükelçiliği tarafından hazırlanmış bir stand. Türkmenistan'a has börek çörek türü yiyecekleri görüyoruz. Salonumuz kalabalıklaştı.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to our joint event dedicated to the International Day of NEVRUZ. NEVRUZ promotes reconciliation, solidarity, and good neighborliness. NEVRUZ is included to the UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity as a cultural tradition of many people. NEVRUZ bears the true spirit of hope, compassion, and new beginning for a better day, better season, and a better year. Let us renew our love, faith, and care for one another on this day. May this NEVRUZ and many NEVRUZes to come lead us for a better day in harmony, peace, and towards the light. It's my pleasure to celebrate among such honored guests. Now we will start our program with the State Secretary of the Ministry of Culture of Romania, Mrs. Diana Ștefanu Baciună.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear participants, it is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before today delivering greetings on behalf of Mrs. Raluca Turcan, the esteemed Minister of Culture. Her dedication to the preservation and celebration of our cultural heritage serves as a guiding force for us all. I am profoundly delighted to be part of this magnificent celebration shared by so many people and communities, a reminder of the power of culture and heritage to bring us together and to be a wonderful opportunity to welcome the return of light, vitality, and joy. We are privileged to host here in the National Village Museum the biggest cultural holiday in countries across the Middle East, Central Asia, South Asia, but also the Balkans and East Africa, the importance of which was recognized by the inscribing of NEVRUZ on UNESCO's representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity in 2009. NEVRUZ has been celebrated by people of many different religions and cultures across a vast region for more than 3,000 years. Despite its spreading and development by social, religious, and cultural influences, these annual traditions of welcoming spring have been passed from generation to generation. In contemporary times, NEVRUZ not only let us enjoy ancient culture, traditional foods, and storytelling, but it is a symbol that over the centuries has managed to convey a powerful message of hope and rebirth, as well as friendship and exchange, solidarity and peace. Now, let's embark on the journey to Romania, where the Mărțișor, our spring amulet, enthusiastically welcomes the arrival of spring with equal enthusiasm and delight. Mărțișor stands as a symbol of spring in Romania and holds the esteemed status, being inscribed in UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity since 2017. The purpose of wearing it is to bring the sun closer to you and make it willing to give you some of its power and beauty, as well as joy, health, honesty, love, and purification of soul. As this is the perfect moment to express intentions and wishes for the new year, let us remind that culture has its way of bringing to the fore the beauty, the diversity, and the richness of experiencing our traditions. May the spirit of spring infuse our hearts with warmth, joy, and renewal. Thank you very much, and happy International Nevruz Day.
Now, we will continue our festive day with the Ambassador of India, His Excellency Mr. Rahul Srivastava, and his declaration of this celebration.
Good afternoon, State Secretaries from Ministry of Culture, Ambassadors, Director of Village Museum, and distinguished guests. Thank you, Ambassador Anaya, especially for taking this initiative to have a joint celebration. This is the second time that we are having this. The first time was the initiative of Ambassador of Iran, and I hope that now this has become a tradition, which I hope will continue in years to come. Nevruz, the dawn of a new day, is a celebration that spans across nations and cultures. In the land of India, it is cherished and honored, particularly by the Parsi community, keepers of the ancient Zoroastrian faith. For the Parsi people, Nevruz heralds the onset of spring, a time of renewal and rebirth. Days of preparations precede the grand festivities, with homes adorned in vibrant hues and fragrant blooms, casting out the shadows of the past year. In the sanctity of the fire temple, prayers are offered to cleanse the soul and purify the spirit. And then the joyous feasting begins, as families revel in the company of loved ones, indulging in delectable dishes and sweet delicacies. Special dishes like faluda, pulao, and mutton dhansa are prepared and shared with loved ones. Gifts are exchanged, treasures of dried fruits and nuts, symbols of abundance and prosperity. New garments are donned, and visits are paid to dear ones, sharing the warmth of well wishes for a prosperous year ahead. In the midst of it all, the melodious strains of Parsi Gatha music fill the air, weaving tales of ancient lore and legend, infusing hearts with mirth and gladness. Gatha narrates the story of Zoroastrian mythology and folklore through songs, bringing joy and happiness to the heart of Zoroastrians. Nevruz is also a reminder of India's ancient connections with the countries that have joined today for today's celebration. During the tumultuous periods of the 7th century, a small fraction of Zoroastrians sought refuge in Gujarat, which is in India, where they became to be known as Parsi, a term derived from the local word for Persia, which is Paras or Fars. There is a well-known narrative recounting how an Indian ruler named Jadi Rana offered sanctuary to the Parsi group by sending them a glass of milk. Upon receiving the message that his kingdom was already populated, the Zoroastrian migrants symbolically added sugar to the milk as a gesture of their willingness to mingle harmoniously into the local community. In faithful adherence to their promise, the Parsis seamlessly integrated themselves into the tapestry of India, coexisting peacefully with their fellow communities. And many centuries later, India continues to be the home to the largest number of Parsis, which are one of the most prosperous communities of India. So here's the Nevruz, a time of new beginnings, of hope and happiness. May its light shine bright upon us all. Happy Nevruz.
Forward, we will continue with the speech of the Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran, His Excellency Mr. Sadat Maidani.
In the name of God, the God of spring and nature. Mrs. State Secretaries of our Ministry of Culture, Mrs. Secretary of State of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Madam Popio, President of the Village Museum, Honorable Ambassadors of the Nevruz region, Honorable Ambassadors accredited to Romania, dear diplomats, dear friends, dear Romanians, and dear Iranians, good afternoon. I have the honor to welcome all of you to the Nevruz celebration, co-hosted by 5 countries of the Nevruz region. I would like to begin by offering our warmest congratulations to all of you on this occasion and to extend our gratitude for sharing your precious time with us. I also thank Village Museum for providing this wonderful facility as well as for the dedication and great help in organizing this event, and many times in fact goes to the countries participating in this event, which takes a lot of time to be prepared. Each year we celebrate the NEVRUZ beginning on different timing. This year it was started on early morning on Wednesday at 5 in the morning. So 2 days passed from NEVRUZ. This year NEVRUZ is also special for us since it's coincided with the holy month of Ramadan, which is respected for many Muslims. And the two springs, the spring of nature and the spring of faith, have been coincided. In recognition of the importance of this ancient ceremony, which has been celebrated for over 3,000 years, NEVRUZ was inscribed in UNESCO in 2009. And upon the suggestion of my country, Iran, in 2010, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed 21st March as the International Day of NEVRUZ. For hundreds of years, millions of people of Iran and countries of different regions have been celebrating the beginning of spring and the end of winter at their national level, so that the families can renew their spirits, remove bad feelings toward each other, get together and prepare for a joyful and colorful life in the year ahead. Beyond its cultural significance, NEVRUZ carries profound ecological and astronomical significance. It is a time when nature awakens from its winter sleep, bursting forth with vibrant colors and new life, symbolizing hope and renewal. Distinguished guests, this evening we have gathered together to draw on the universal message of NEVRUZ, which is to use this chance for season's greetings, to renew our thoughts, and to harmonize our deed with common values of humanity and solidarity, and to resolve to make our best effort for a brighter future of humankind and for preserving the spectacular planet. As we gather to celebrate NEVRUZ, let us reflect on the timeless wisdom and enduring values embodied by this ancient tradition. Let us embrace the spirit of unity, compassion, and solidarity, and remove to build a brighter future for all. May this season of renewal bring peace, prosperity, and happiness to all, and may the spirit of NEVRUZ continue to inspire us throughout the year ahead. As you may know, NEVRUZ and the springtime have been a staple of Persian poetry as an inspiring theme, and I would like to conclude my remarks by quoting from great poet of Iran, Saadi Shirazi. آدمی نیست که عاشق نشود وقت بهار، هر گیاهی که به نوروز نجنبد رطب است. The translation is that there is no one who could afford to not fall in love in springtime. Any plant that does not grow in NEVRUZ is nothing but a piece of fire. Happy NEVRUZ. May the new year bring health, happiness, success to all nations of the world, including the nations of the NEVRUZ region and Romania. Thank you for your attendance and your attention.
Ambassador of the Republic of Kazakhstan, His Excellency Mr. Ali Yerlik.
Dear guests, dear State Secretary, dear ambassadors, dignitaries, I'm pleased to welcome you to the celebration of NEVRUZ, the holy day of spring and renewal. On this special day, we come together to welcome the new year according to our calendar. NEVRUZ is a symbol of new beginnings, hope, and rebirth. This holiday has deep roots when our ancestors celebrated the spring coming after a harsh winter. On this day, we open our hearts and share our joy with our relatives, friends, and families. On this day, we pay homage to our ancestors who passed on these customs about the importance of family, friendship with reverence and love. There was a period in our history when attempts were made to erase this sacred day from the memory of Kazakh people. But they failed, and NEVRUZ revived in 1988 in its greater glory. In the current year, Kazakh people will celebrate NEVRUZ really in an updated form, which will combine both ancient steppe traditions that have come to us from the depths of centuries and new beginnings that have manifested themselves in the creativity of people. The annual decade of NEVRUZ will be held in the country from March 14th to March 23. March 14th, this is a time of receiving and visiting guests, relatives, neighbors, to express best wishes and all kinds of blessings. March 15th, this is a day of charity, mercy and good neighborhood. March 16th, this day is dedicated to our culture and national values. There will be held events in line with national customs and traditions. March 17th, this day is proposed to be dedicated to the promotion of family values. Marriage ceremonies of couples with NEVRUZ bata, steel blessing will be held throughout the country. March 18th, a special emphasis to promote national dress and hold fashion shows and festivals. March 19th, the beginning of a new era in the modern history of the country, which set the start of full-scale transformation. March 20th, competition and tournaments in national sport will be held in Kazakhstan. March 21st, symbolic and unifying beginning of this day will be a message from the head of state. March 22nd, it is mass events and public festivals. And March 23rd, the last day will be devoted to a national environmental action. Historically, in the Great Steppe, the celebration of the New Year lasted 10 days, and this period was called NEVRUZ BAYRAMI. It should be noted that this year NEVRUZ fails on the holy month of Ramadan, and I heartfully congratulate all of the holy Ramadan. May these days bring peace, well-being, and prosperity to everyone. We would like to emphasize that the traditional dish NEVRUZ koje is considered indispensable on every table of NEVRUZ. NEVRUZ koje is a soup made of 7 ingredients. Each component of this dish symbolizes one of the 7 elements of life. NEVRUZ is full of symbols. The number 7 has a special significance in the celebration of NEVRUZ. Everyone should invite 7 guests to his house, as well as to be sure to visit 7 houses. We invite you to our tables to try this traditional treat, and may NEVRUZ bring joy, love, and prosperity to all of us. Жылбасы NEVRUZ құтты болсын, жаңа жыл жақсылығымен келсін, ұлыстың ұлы күні елімізге құт береке әкелсін, халқымызға ынтымақ, елімізге молшылық, әр шаңыраққа бақыт пен шаттық тілейміз. Ұлыс оң болсын, ақмол болсын, қайда барса жол болсын. Амин.
Continue our celebration with the speech of the Ambassador of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Özgür Kıvanç Altan.
Madam State Secretary, Ambassadors, Mr. Director, dragi prieteni români, dragi prieteni turci, dragi prieteni turco-tatari, domnule președinte, it's such a big pleasure for me to celebrate NEVRUZ today with you. NEVRUZ marks the first day of spring, inscribed in 2009 on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. As a cultural tradition observed by numerous peoples, NEVRUZ is an ancestral festivity marking the first day of spring and the renewal of nature, renewal of life. Celebrating NEVRUZ means the affirmation of life in harmony with nature and respectful attitude towards natural sources of life. It is celebrated by more than 300 million people all around the world, maybe more, and has been celebrated for over 3,000 years in the Balkans, the Black Sea Basin, the Caucasus, the Central Asia, Middle East, and other regions. Thanks to Nevruz, which is perceived with the enthusiasm and joy as a festival that symbolizes unity, peace, hope, and awakening in our geography, solidarity among people gains even more importance. Over the course of thousands of years of history, Nevruz has reached today as a deep-rooted occasion that brings us, our nations, together in common joy as well as common ideals and friendship. This heritage is a source of pride for us. It is our duty to continue this tradition and hand it over to the coming generations. On this occasion, I also would like to celebrate our holy Ramadan. I hope that the month of Ramadan brings peace, tranquility, and happiness not only for Muslims, but also for the whole world. The month of Ramadan is a period of purification and solidarity. By fasting during this month, Muslims show solidarity with all segments of society by empathizing with them. Ramadan and Nevruz coming at the same time makes this day even more valuable and this joint celebration even more blessed. On this day, I would like to once again wish peace and tranquility to all. Thank you very much for your participation and your attention.
We arrive in Turkmenistan with our very own ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Anay.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, and representatives of diplomatic missions, Secretary of State of the Minister of Culture from Romania, Mr. Manager of the Dmitry National Village Museum, Ms. Paul Kokoy, representatives of Romanian institutions, distinguished guests. Thank you for joining us to celebrate Nevruz today. Many thanks to the staff of the Dmitry Museum for the hospitality, to all participating embassies for their cooperation, and to the staff of the Embassy of Turkmenistan for their work. Today it is pleasant to state that the celebration of Nevruz in the center of Bucharest has become a good tradition, and I want to thank the leaders of the Dmitry Museum for supporting this initiative of the Embassy of Turkmenistan since 2019, which brings together the peoples of different countries regardless of their geographical location. I am glad that the number of countries participating in this wonderful holiday is increasing every year. In 2009, thanks to the support of 24 states, Nevruz was inscribed on the UNESCO list of the intangible heritage of humanity. At the proposal of Turkmenistan, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Afghanistan, Iran, and Tajikistan in February 2010, the 64th session of the United Nations General Assembly adopted a special resolution on declaring 21st of March as International Day of Nevruz. Also in Turkmenistan, at the state level, the Nevruz holiday is popularly celebrated on March 21st and 22nd. Nevruz is one of the world's oldest folk festivals known in Central Asian countries since Zoroastrian times. Even in the 6th, 5th centuries before Christmas, farmers affect the feeling the breath of nature, knew at what moment it wakes up and is ready to bear fruit. At the dawn of settled agriculture, the first rudiments of tradition dedicated to each natural season of the year according to the solar calendar emerged. Thus, the beginning of the spring season, associated with the first warm days and the awakening of nature, was Nevruz, the day of the spring equinox. In ancient times, Nevruz was not yet a holiday, but it was already accompanied by a clear order of rituals. Nevruz is one of the most vital holidays. Its nationality, ritual, and spirit have survived millennia and have survived to this day. This is the great significance of agricultural labor, the primary source of human existence. Today, Nevruz, which incorporates noble traditions formed over a millennia, has become an international holiday, calling peoples to peaceful coexistence. The value of this holiday has also grown as an integral part of world culture, bringing people together. Nevruz is a symbol of life, birth, human harmony with nature, and hope for a better future. Turkmenistan and Romania have a very good cooperation in the cultural sphere. This year, Turkmenistan celebrates the 300th anniversary of the birth of the great Turkmen poet, philosopher and humanist Mahmud Farabi. But the festivities began in 2023. So, in May 2023, with the effective cooperation with the Ministry of the Culture of Romania, were successfully organized Days of Culture of Turkmenistan in Romania, in Bucharest and Constanta, where concerts of folklore group exhibitions showed film about Mahmud Farabi. On 15th February 2024, in the National Library of Romania, we organized International Cultural Conference dedicated to the 300th year of birth of Mahmud Farabi and the exhibition of books of the Greek poet. I would like to read out a passage of Mahmud's poem, NEVRUZ. The poet wrote with the inspiration. Nevruz Bayramı, nem kadar zahan peyda, devirler ovadır, daha kadar zaman peyda. İnsanlar zaneyir, yeterler dahan peyda, görmediğin diyarlar, böyle zaman peyda. It was believed that as much as you are generous, hospitable, and joyful during the Nevruz holiday, nature would be so generous and kind to you. On the days of celebration, Turkmens cooked traditional dish semeni from sprouted wheat seeds and Nevruz yarma from wheat flour. The food was cooked in large cauldrons, and everyone who came to the house sat down for the meal. I would like to thank everyone here and invite you to the festive dastakhan to taste the festive semeni. Happy International Nevruz Holiday. Thank you for your attention.
The director of the National Village Museum Mrs. Paula Papoy.
I like this last part of the list. Your Excellencies, dear guests, dear friends, allow me to start by a warm welcome to the Village Museum. Today is an important day for you, but also a great opportunity for us to start the new year, Nevruz, together, as we have done in recent years, in this wonderful place in the heart of Bucharest. For you and for us is a new day, Nevruz, and it is a joy to be together to celebrate the first day of the spring and the first day of the year. A new year for you, a new beginning for us, for friendship and humanity. We talk about spring, source of life, customs, civilization and human values. We talk about mutual respect, peace and harmony with nature and between people over generations. Today also we organize a wonderful and illustrative exhibition for the identity of an entire cultural region. Nevruz is celebrated by more than 300 million people all around the world, and for cultural heritage, part of the world heritage. The exhibition expresses diversity as it should be in the world. People are diverse, culture are diverse, and springs are always different, and people's lives are always changing. This is the deep meaning of the first day of the year and of the spring, the eternal change and continuous beginning. Excellencies, I express my profound gratitude for your openness to develop here in the Village Museum a wonderful project focused on promoting the tradition of the ancient civilization in the natural and cultural setting provided by the Village Museum, the place where culture meets and dialogue. We all share the theme, and it is a pleasure for me to say today, thank you, Your Excellencies, and thank you, Your Prince also. And I thank you, my team, the specialists who work at this event. I like to end with a short part of the message of Director General of UNESCO. In a world distracted by conflict and ever more pressing issues, Nevruz carries a message of hope. Let us all be inspired by Nevruz today, and its promise of peace, solidarity, and joy for tomorrow. And I invite you to see the exhibition and remember visiting the museum, because now in our museum it's today and it's two prints. Thank you very much. And I like to say in Romanian, anno fericit.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we invite all of you to join the performances prepared by the embassies. A round of applause for Mr. Victor Delucci, who will give us a performance on his sitar, which is an Indian musical instrument.
Kazakistan bölümündeyiz. Kazakistan milli kıyafetlerini görüyoruz. Evet, Türkmenistan'la ilgili fotoğraflar, fotoğraf sergisi. İran bölümündeyiz. Biliyoruz Kazakistan'a geldik. Ben orada Hindistan standındayız. Evet. Burada küçük kızımız. Merhaba. Kolay gelsin.
Felicitar. Çok krasniye. It's beautiful. How you say in your language?
Nevruз.
Красиво. Ждешь, когда you must let a few minutes to dry and then can come.
Алима все снимает теперь, Аликона, да?